Races. Races is a new feature that was added to the game in this new update. The main purpose for races is to compete against other drifters, and it's also just for fun. The best way to win a race is to always stay on the inside line and have minimum angle. You barely get any money after winning a race, but it's a great way to test how fast you are against your friends. Again, as I said, it's just for fun. Also, if you get multiple wins, you can complete quests.
Quests are a new feature that has been added to this game to earn quick cash. There are multiple different quests that range between different types. Some examples are shown in the video, although they don't make much money. Quests can possibly put you up for a challenge and can be used for more replay value. These quests are easy, but many of the quests are just things that occur throughout your time playing the game.
There are 4 new maps in this update. There are 4 seasons, Drift Playground, Sakia Hills revamp, and Racetrack revamp. 4 seasons a very unique and diverse track. As you saw from the intro, you can even drift in the shop that's on the map. 4 seasons has multiple types of turns that can help you get better at the game. The map even has some long turns which can help players who are looking for a challenge or get better at long turns. Although the map can help you get better at this game, it's the largest and longest map in the game, even longer than Canyon. Drift Playground is a well-known tandem map on Assetto Corsa. It is known for its very flowy lines and tandems. Drift Playground is a map that not only looks good, but feels good while drifting. I recommend this map for people who want to get good at tandems. Although it is a short map, it does not have much long turns, you can still get better at chasing or just to get your lines better. Sakia Hills is a revamp of an old map, Drift Park. Drift Park was a map with a very wide turn, a straight, and some nice flowy lines. With this new revamp, it is now more modern, wider, longer, and in general, it is upscaled. The spawn looks way better and the map looks more modern, but since the map is upscaled, it becomes a little bit more challenging. If you want to work on holding angle or getting a little bit better at the game, this map is for you. Racetrack is more of an easy map. This map has no elevation for people who are just starting out so they can get used to the physics. It also has no curbs since it is all walled off. Racetrack has been completely revamped to look more modern and the spawn has been completely redone. It has a little donut area if you want to practice those to start off your drifting. The map is pretty wide so you don't crash and it has some medium turns. This map is very good for beginners and I recommend this for people who are just starting out to play Drift Paradise.
In this update, Plasma has added 4 new cars and has revamped 8 cars. The S15 is great for smooth drifting and easily holds angle. I would say it's a great car for all drifters. The E36. It feels quite heavy and a little slow, which also makes the car great when it comes to smoothness. I also find it very easy to hold angle. This is because you can make very small adjustments while holding an outside line. I would say this car is good for tandems. The Fox Body. The Fox Body feels snappy and agile. In my opinion, it's also great at holding lines. For someone who wants a fast car for races, and also a car that has fast and snappy transitions, I would recommend the Fox Body. The Mustang is a snappy car that loves angle. It has a long gear ratio and it's difficult for even me to control. I would not recommend this to beginners. The Charger is not a great car. It's very heavy and terrible at shifting gears. I wouldn't recommend this car to anyone, to be honest. The Huni truck is extremely heavy and slow. Much like the E36, it is better at holding lines, but that also makes it worse at transitioning between lines. I would only recommend this car towards drifters that can handle a very heavy car. The Hunicorn is the exact opposite of the Huni truck. It feels lighter, it's not that snappy, and it has pretty average drifting physics. I would also say that this car doesn't like to hold angle. The D21. The only thing I would say about this car is that it's not smooth. I really wouldn't recommend it to anyone. It doesn't like to hold angle, and it's not a practical car to drift on, since it is a truck, so it's really not the best option. The Hot Rod is all for looks. I really hope nobody seriously picks this car to drift on. From my experience, it's easy to spin out when I try to hold a lot of angle. Also, it's easy to stall when shifting up gears. The Ricer Cart. I would say it's just an upgrade to the shopping cart. Obviously, the Ricer Cart is a fan favorite, although I would say that it's impossible to handle. I mean, you can't see the front wheels turn, which is very important to the drifting experience. All in all, this thing is impossible to drift on, but it's still one of my favorites. The K-Truck. This car really stands out to me. I mean, it's just so clean and smooth to drift on. You can really hit those outside lines, and it looks extremely satisfying too. As you can see, this car is amazing for tandems, and for holding lots of angle too.
Hello?